Well, good evening, everyone. Yes, it's late night with Jen doing her live haul for tomorrow's show. I have been watching um, a lot of YouTube today since this morning, and along the way, I've been prepping a lot of jewelry for you guys to see tomorrow. So I've always been respectful of everybody else's live sales and their show times and things. So I decided to come on here late after. Well, Doug from Vintage Cali did, I think, 6 hours or actually 8 hours today, I think, with between that and um, um, helping Ocean Breeze getting her start today. And then I watched T, my good sis. Hello, Bruce. How are you? Do her show today. And then my dear friend Leslie went on for her sales. So I didn't really have time to actually get this done earlier today because, again, I haven't Hi, Regina. How are you? You're still up too? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you guys always know how I roll. It's I normally probably would have done this Friday, but literally I was out shopping the last 2 days, and then today I literally sat at this desk and tried to get things prepped for you guys to see. Hello, Deborah. Hi, Pam and Patrick. I wasn't sure how many people are going to be on here. Because again, I'm on Central Time. I know Bruce, you're at just hit midnight, so almost hitting midnight. So, thank you guys for joining me so late. I apologize. I know you guys like to see these videos prior to the show tomorrow, which will be at 2 p.m. Central. If you haven't registered with my channel, I know so far everybody who's watching has, but my email is at the top of the chat. Hi, Tama. How are you? I know it's lunchtime here, and Sandra, I have to say, I'm a big tennis fan, so I just found out that the Australian Open just began today in Australia. So I haven't watched it. My husband told me about it, but I've been busy, so yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway, but yes, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the little bell icon at the bottom of the page and hit all notifications. That way you get notified of when I do go on like this. I see it's working. That's a good thing to see. If you haven't, again, also, I think I'm just close to, I don't know where I'm at for subscribers. I really don't care about numbers, but I know I'm growing. That's all I care. And we couldn't do this without all of you either way. Joe is already in bed sleeping. So you guys know that this is my time to chat with you guys, show some wonderful goodies, and just have some fun. Again, also, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, I gotta talk about all this stuff. I'm a morning person typically, so my brain, if you guys think I'm a little bit dizzy at night, that's usually what happens because I'm really much tanked out. So, but maybe I'll get a second one. Anyway, let's see. I'm trying to get back on track. So yes, tomorrow's show will be at 2 p.m. Central. Please register prior to that if you can, and so we can have your information. It makes things so much easier for all of us. Hey, Joe does send his hellos. So let's get to it. Along the way, if you have any questions, I will. Now, how this works, if you're new at my channel, I know most of you guys are not new, but if you guys are watching for the first time, the protocol at my channel is a little bit different than maybe other people when you watch. Here at my channel, all these pieces I'm going to show you now are all new, which means that they're going to go up on the auction block, okay, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be Tuesday. It depends on how we go. Tomorrow's 3 hours of my shows, be from 2 to 5 Central. And then on Tuesday, I'm on from 1 to 6 Central time, okay? So the new pieces, which are the prices I'm going to show now, are going to go up in the auction block. Okay, that way it's fair for everybody. Once an item has been passed, okay, let's say if I show it, nobody bids on it, it is passed. It is then first come, first serve, which means that you can claim it via email, via first person to send my husband an email, or I receive the email, whatever it takes to get it, you will claim the item, okay? So that means anything that I have shown previously on any of my older shows or any of my hauls or anything like that that I've seen that have shown, such as things back here, or if you're looking for something gold, I have gold pieces here as well. But things that I've previously shown, you can send me an email anytime and you can purchase it. I will put it aside for you. We do invoicing once a week at my program or at my channel. Hi, Roberta. How are you? Which will be on Wednesday mornings. So I combined everything that is purchased on Sunday show along with everything on Tuesday show. And you will get one invoice that will be sent to your PayPal account come Wednesday morning. We just have to ask you guys to pay within 24 to 48 hours once you receive that invoice. And that's how it's done. I ship in the continental United States at this time. And that's how we roll. So yes, I'm on Marzana. That's right. So yes, I woke up this morning. Let me tell you guys what happened. So this week I became a newbie. What does that mean, Jenny? I became a newbie. Joe and I went to our first estate sale together as husband and wife. I mean, we've been married for almost 5 years come June, but now that we're doing this business, I found other resources to find except going to estate sales. I know until this week. And I said, let's try it. So I did. And I didn't know how this was going to be. I mean, I spoke with Leslie and she says, Jenny, you might have to get there at like 6 a.m. because if they're not opening at 9, you have to go get a number. And I said, really? I have to go get 6 a.m.? Well, I wasn't sure. And I'm like, well, we'll just wing it. Right. Well, so we got there around open at 9 and we got there around, let's say 8:20. And there were 5 people by the door, waiting to get in. There was no numbers. So here in Florida, I mean, every estate sale is different. Every company runs their things differently, but for us. But online, they had a preview of pictures and things of what to look for, and take your elbow pads and a helmet. And it did. Okay, so I'm in there. So Joe's with me. We get inside, and the way this house wasn't. Think of this house as being from like 1970s. The wood paneling on the wall. They had a whole bunch of black forest. If you guys are from Germany or know what German things, like they have the big carved wood deer heads and cuckoo clocks and things like that. And the jewelry was a little bit of combination of costume. You'll see in a second what's on my preview shot, which is the signed beautiful Taxco piece. And then I got some, so I did get some big, huge, which you'll see as well, some big, huge rhinestone pieces. As well, they had it with this little tray, and I think of like a tray with like little, I guess, almost like an egg carton. I can explain like where there's little holes or like things in it. And so, but they didn't have like their fine jewelry kind of, and usually when you go to an estate sale, they'll have it like in a cabinet or something, like you have to ask to see those things. This was just kind of like laid on the table. So we get in there and I knew kind of what I wanted to get. And of course, then it turned into like, people coming blocking you and this, like Tama says, people that said, but I started reaching across the table. I started grabbing stuff. Joe was over there. He's got his thing doing what he's kind of, he kind of learned a little bit, but he was kind of being my bodyguard, like T and Lee go shopping and they're talking about that. That's kind of like how it was. But I scored a beautiful, which it is here, I believe. Yes, it is over here. A beautiful Victorian, unsigned. I tested it when I got home. 14 karat gold and amethyst brooch pendant. And it was unbelievable. I can't wait to show it to you. But anyway, the first thing I'm going to show you is, hello, Leslie. Great show, my dear. And I was just explaining how I went to my first estate sale in Florida. So, but people are very nice. The other thing, which now I know every state's different, but we carried along. One thing is as a reseller, if you have your license for your reselling license, you don't pay state income, your state sales tax. Now, I understand every estate sale is different, with the rules and regulations, but if you have your little certificate, then it also save on sales tax, which is kind of nice too. Now, so and everything, one of the things. So anyway, we were happy. I was scoring things and I'm sitting there and I'm going through things. So let me get through the stuff, but I was excited. So, and then yesterday, Joe and I went out again and we went to some thrift stores, as some of them are church to churches. And I'm going to tell you this quick story because it's kind of funny, because I found this new, like it's in my area, but I didn't do any like I went online to find the location, but I didn't read like what you're supposed to do as far as like, usually when you walk to a place, you can like we have, we like to put it on like a company credit card for things when we track all our expenses. Well, a lot of these places, they'll take cash. And so this particular place, I didn't realize when we walked in this little church thrift store, like, and everything was like cash only. So literally, we're like sitting there. How much do you have? How much do you have? And we're sitting there trying to pick out a few pieces. I'm like, we're suddenly like, okay, we had enough strike. I was like, remember, you guys remember that Price is Right? And we were kind of joking around with each other. And when you go and buy the car and you have to guess the price of the car, and the guy give you $7, and you had to like guess the price of the car, and you had to have $1 at the end of the thing to buy the car, and the Price is Right. That's pretty much like what Joe and I were doing. Like, what do you have? Okay, let's put it together. What? So it was kind of funny like that. I was like, what are we doing? I'm like, well, we can buy this necklace. Oh, we can buy this. Oh, wait, we got to choose this. I was like, it was like budget with like dollar bills. And we're sitting there trying to, and the lady's like, there's an ATM down the street. And I said, it's okay, ma'am. It was like, we'll learn. We'll come back next time. We didn't know. But it was fun. There were very nice ladies in there, and they had some really beautiful things. But I'll show you that anyway. You guys want to hear about all this kind of stuff, but needless to say that you want to know a little bit more about what we do. We all also went on to an estate company, sale company, where they know me as well. And she's like, "Oh, you're here. The gem lady's here. Okay, great." So it means that they're gonna find us. Oh, I have some ladies bringing in some stuff later, so I'm waiting for a phone call for them to give me a call to bring in some new stuff. So anyway, that should be coming up. Let's get to it. I'm sorry. I just like to chat. Did I miss anybody who came in? I'm doing this by myself. So let's see. Gina, hello, gorgeous Gina. I missed your little haul tonight. I think you had yours as well. So if you guys all, since I don't have my moderator Leonore, anybody who has a blue wrench, please share your channels. I know how you do it. You never have to ask me. Go ahead and share. And please, if you guys don't mind, also, if anybody can, please share Roberta's channel. And also send some prayers out to Roberta. Her husband just had some hip surgery, so she's on the mend. And she's working, trying to take care of him and just trying to take care of herself. So let's give some prayer hands and some prayer to her, and the love anybody needs in the chat. So, all right, let's rock and roll. All right, here we go. So this is what was on my preview shot. Again, I use a mouse, so my channel, if you guys get dizzy, I'm sorry, but this is how I roll with my software and things I use. So this is what I saw in the estate preview auction. Now understand, when I saw this necklace, this thing was in a tray like this, like on the screen, kind of just upside down, kind of like I saw like this, like all kind of like scrambled together. I knew exactly what that was. So I said, OMG, look at this. I mean, I don't know what else to say except when you find Taxco pieces, and this one is actually signed by an artist named Jay Combs, and it's an Eagle Mark II sodalite necklace. And I believe it to be from approximately somewhere around maybe the late 50s, early 60s, based on the styling of what's going on here between these links. And I want to feast your eyes on sodalite. Now, everybody kind of knows about what sodalite looks like versus lapis, but to have this, let me bring this close, and I'm going to do this freelancing here. Look at the color of this. You see how much this is such a navy blue. I mean, yes, there's white calcite going on in there, but it's like few and far between when you have the color that looks like this. I mean, this is like almost like a midnight blue. That's how I can explain it. The quality of this sodalite is out of this world. And I'm sorry if this is really bright lights for you, but it's just magnificent. Okay. All sterling silver. Let me show you. This is the back. It is now. This is also long, so which is also nice. I mean, the links go all the way to the clasp back here. Okay, so let me kind of hold this up. Again, bear with me, guys. It's late night for me, and I've been up since 9 o'clock this morning, watching everybody's show, helping out. So I'm a little tired, but let's see if we can get through this. And it's just phenomenal. All bezel set, and here's the back. So you guys want to see the mark? Let me do this close for you. There you go. Mex. It says Taxco 925. There's the eagle. To Mark J. Combs. J. Combs. So beautiful, beautiful necklace. This weighs 47.21 grams. And the I was going to tell you the length. Yes, this is a longer necklace. So it's 20 inches long to here. So everybody say, "Oh, I can't wear Taxco necklaces. They're always like a collar, and I can never wear them." Well, this is a nice long one, 20 inches here, and then this pendant is 2¼ inches long. Isn't this stunning? I mean, my gosh, and I could not get this in my hands fast enough. And nobody. The weirdest thing is, guys, when I was at the estate sale, what people were going for were really like. I was kind of blown away. Like they're spending their time looking out this. I'm like, give me this. This is going home with Jenny. And I said, yep. So that's gorgeous. So this is here. I'll put that down. And again, how it work at my channel, you can send me an email. I don't pre-sell, but I know tomorrow's my show, and I would have probably done this going the week. But understand, we went on Thursday. Yes, Thursday we went to the estate sale, came home, and then yesterday we went out and did the other thing. So I've been busy trying to get everything up ready for you guys, clean and prepped. Okay, so now let me kind of go through some of the bling. I know I have my bling people here too. This estate, she had some really phenomenal rhinestone pieces. Okay. All right. Sorry if I'm missing any. Hi, Frank. How are you? I'm by myself, so I'm trying to stay with the program. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Look at this. Oh, I got a little fuzzy there. Get that out. There you go. Beautiful. Now, here's the situation with this. I didn't know until I got it home, but look at this fabulous bracelet. There is a section right here, and you guys will see it right there. The little solder has come undone from that little rhinestone. Again, I'm at an estate sale. I grab and go. Okay. But I knew this is fabulous. There's no dark stones in it. Okay. And when you have it on, I know it's for a small, when you have it on, this would say it's 7¾ inches when you lay it flat, but when you put it on, it's about 6¾ inches. And when you have it on, you can't really tell that, I mean, it's there, but it's going to stay in place. It's not going to flop around or something like that, but it is phenomenal bracelet. Okay. So we have a bracelet. Okay. That's the first thing I grabbed. Then the next one, and this is fabulous. This is fabulous. I just want you to look at the condition. Look at this. Look at this. This is 3 inches in diameter. Look how large this brooch is. Here's the back. See puddling in here. Again, it's not signed. Not signed. But look at that. Gina, I imagine, yeah, I know I rocked this, my wife's brooch on your hat one time, but I'm like, oh my God, can you imagine? Look at this. Let me move this over to me. Just, and bear with me. I'm wearing a sweatshirt tonight, but seriously, look at that. Oh my God. I mean, seriously, you're rocking, you could rock anything with this and you'd be like, oh, look at that. I had to pick that up. To find a 3-inch diameter brooch, you just don't find that. You just do not find that out in the wild. But then if that wasn't good enough, then I found this. Now this is a signed piece. This is Kramer of New York. So if you want, instead of the big 3-inch brooch, you still want to sign Kramer of New York. Look at the dimension. It's like everything is in movement. That's one thing about when you look at vintage jewelry and you look at all the layers and how it's like almost cascading down and you're looking at all the dimension. Look at that. Here's the back and it's signed right here. A little upside down. Kramer of New York right there. So I know that typically everybody, but for those of you I know, love the rhinestone, love the bling. She didn't have a lot of color. So these are I've grabbed the big pieces. That's what I knew. Okay. I was looking for colored rhinestones, things like that. But when you've had these three pieces, I said, these are going home with Jenny. That's what I basically said. All right. Now, then we'll get to some other things here in a minute. Now, this is fabulous. Now, this is very interesting. This is what I call a marriage. Okay. So people ask me all the time, and let me see if I can do this. This is one necklace. And now if you guys can see this, now what's going on here is that they are strung on chain. You might see a difference in light reflection. The reason being is that some of these beads are rock crystal and some of these beads are glass. So I have a feeling here because it has a rhinestone slot clasp, but look at the clasp. Let me show you this. Has the baguettes, has the rounds, slot clasp. Okay. I literally went through this necklace. It's 3 strands. Let me put it on the bust for you. Okay. I went through this necklace. See if I can get this up there. There we go. And tested each bead in this necklace. Okay. Just to let you guys know, because that's what I do. I mean, I when I saw this at the estate sale, again, it's dark, it's murky, you don't know what's going on, but I kind of took a chance on this. I'm like, I don't know what this is until I got it home. Okay. And sometimes you just got to do that. This is 188 beads that are in this, or 188, 188 beads total. Okay. Out of that 188 beads, 44 of them are rock quartz crystal and 144 are glass. So what probably happened here, and I'm going to take probably a educated guess, is that the owner she probably recycled an old piece that she probably inherited from somebody. And she decided to have this probably put it together with probably a couple of glass, because this is triple strand. So it was made for 3 strands. So I think she probably had it, or she broke one. But the thing is that there's no rhyme or reason. Like, it's not just one strand is this and one strand is that. They're scattered. So I literally had each presidium. I went down, boom, 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 and I went down around the necklace, and I had to basically figure out, okay, is this reading this? Is it reading glass? Is it reading quartz? And so you'll find that not every it's like they're all scattered for length or scattered for size and everything. But point being is, though, it gives a dimension. So people say, oh, what's going on there? Okay, well, here you go. So there is rock quartz crystal in this necklace. It's just not complete all rock quartz crystal. So you never know what you have, but I still believe that it's a phenomenal necklace. Either way, it's a triple strand necklace, which is also a premium versus just having one. And it's just great, and it is strung on chain. And see, it's actually got a thick, almost like a wheat chain. And so just, even though, I mean, you can see it's got some age, some you might even see maybe some of them look a little yellower than others, but that's the way I got it. And some people they kind of like that. They kind of like the fact that it's not so, it's more, believable, and it came from a state, an estate. They like the fact that it's kind of unique. And, that's what I took the time to do, though. That's my job, is I print through each one and say, well, what do we got going on here? Because I was like, okay, because some people might say, well, I test one bead, it's glass, and then stop. I periodically did this, and I'm like, wait, I got rock quartz crystal here. This is glass. This is rock quartz crystal here. So now I decided, okay, we're just going to go through the whole thing. And I went one by one with the pristinium testing all those stones. So 16 inches, 16 and a half, and 17 inches. So it's not it is shorter, but it is not a choker, which is kind of nice. So if anybody's interested, I just thought I'd just give you a little lesson on that. For what it's worth, don't judge it by just testing one thing. sometimes you have to go through the whole thing like you should and due diligence, and you find what you got going on in there. All right. So here we go. Now, tax go. Hi, Lulu. How are you? Hi, Arlene. Hi, Francis. If I missed anybody, I'm by myself. So I'm kind of doing the one lady show right now, late night with Jen. Also from the estate sale, beautiful tax go bracelet. Grab this as well. Everybody was passed this one by, and I said, nope. Beautiful. This is a 7 1/4 inches. And it weighs about 43 grams. For a little bracelet, 43 grams. And you guys all know what the price of sterling is. I don't have to tell you guys what's going on. Nice thick bracelet, nice heavy duty one. All right. What else? Let me show you something else. I'll get to the Victorian piece in a few. And then I found this. Same estate sale. You guys know I'm a gem girl. You know I love my stones. Look at the embossed cuff. I just think this is cool. Mixed metals are in for 2026. You can layer this with cuffs on each side. I also did pick up, which I'll show you in a second. I picked up a couple gold-filled bangles. So, but why people now here to understand now when I went to the estate sale, they had the bracelet rack, right? And because of gravity, it's turned like this. But I saw the preview and I kind of saw this and I'm like, I knew what that was. And I picked this up and you should have seen everybody's eyes like, oh, what did you find there? I said, well, too bad it's going on with me. Because they didn't see it because it was tilted. That's what I'm saying. You're around the business a lot. You kind of figure out the tips of what you look for. So, all right. Let me see. What did I get? What did I get? All right. Now, all right. I will show you the Victorian piece. Okay. Now just understand, it's not marked in any way. This is Victorian. I just put it in a box. It's not from Reed's. It's just, I just put it in a box. Look at this. Look at this brooch. This is like, it's like it hasn't been touched. It hasn't been touched. I didn't do nothing to this. This is how I found it. And this is amethyst, not glass. These are genuine seed pearls. And a couple things. Let me kind of let me use my little skin. This is 14 karat gold. If I can try to get this in here. It's beautiful. I'll take this out of the box in a second, but let me show you. You see there's hand engraving going on right here, over here, there, and there. Now, feast your eyes on what's going on here. You guys remember, not too long ago, I had a Victorian gold cross. The name of this technique, I'm going to pronounce it now. I took German in school, not French. But it's called Tally. You guys are French. My French people here, I'm thinking Taille, middle initial D, and then there's a little accent mark and says épargné. Taille d'épargné. And what they do is they groove by hand. They groove. Let me use my little pointer. Where it's enameled, eventually enameled, they grooves in here. Okay. And then they flow the black enamel in the groove. Very, very labor intensive to do that. And if you find it, and like in this particular case, this has been sitting for a long time because it's never been, look at this. Okay. Let me show this up close. And look at this. Here's the back. Look. Like it's, granted, this is over 100 years old. Look at the condition. There's a little bit of patina on it. Then this actually can be worn as on a hook, like a pendant. Okay. And then you see the T-bar clasp and the hook comes under here. If I get it back in there. There you go. But I tested this, no marks on. Look at the construction. Look at how this is all put together. It's like for royalty. And it was just sitting there, and I said, "Oh my gosh, you guys!" I said, when I saw the preview of the picture in the estate sale, I said, "I saw this. I saw. Well, I mean, I understand you're kind of looking at a far away picture, but I knew that this is something special because when you start working with drill inside of this, even if I thought that this was glass, it's a special. Until I got it home, I didn't know what, you know." It's just one of those things it's breathtaking. It's just breathtaking, and you get excited, and I get excited for you guys. Um, so it's not going to be inexpensive, but it is here. It is 14 karat gold, and it weighs 12.2 grams to give you an idea. So maybe where the price may start. If you need to know exactly, I will let you know. I'm just going to put that back. I don't want to put it back in the box. But yes. It is this very special piece. I'm just trying to get it back in there so I have it in a box because I don't want to just be sitting in a bag, but it's a phenomenal piece. And those are the kind of things that get you excited. So you people say, "Jenny, why do you do what you do?" Well, first of all, I love what I do. I love being here with all of you, helping you along the way. You guys know that it takes a village sometimes to help each other. I love helping you guys. All the other resellers, I love helping the viewers. I like helping. You guys are my friends and my family. And again, we could not do this without you. And if I find phenomenal pieces, that's what we try to go find for you. I can get this in here right now. There you go. I got it. Okay. Anyway, so did I miss anybody? I'm sorry. Let me keep up with chat. I am so sorry. Yes, I saw Lulu. You look like you had a fun at your party there. That was some sensational party. I sorry that I couldn't be there too with that party. I just happened to watch the video. Oh, great. See, Flocasso? I mean, there you go. See, there you go. Because Cabana you guys might be known if recently, Cabana, you guys have heard of Cabana. They make a lot of inlay pieces in modern times, but back in the early, probably 30s and 40s, they've been around too, and they were making sterling silver pieces, and they're phenomenal. Sterling is really, really well made. So good for you, Frank. I'm happy for you. Oh, my last name, yes. My married last name is Bouchard. But my maiden name, which is on my gemological degree, is Smalley. So my grandmother's maiden name was Bailey. So you can't get more Irish than that. So I'm Irish, English, and German. And unfortunately, I'm allergic to beer. I can't drink beer. That's another story for another day. But yes, my husband's last name is Bouchard. So yes, he is French Canadian. His parents, actually, his grandparents came down here from Quebec, Canada. So, but yeah, so it's kind of a funny thing that you say that. But yeah, I don't speak French, and neither does he. All right, what else did I miss? Hi, Nikki. How are you? Yes, I have Nikki. That's what I'm going to show next. Yeah, look at this. So yes, I do have some things here, Nikki. My show, I have a little bit of this and a little bit of that for everybody. I have sterling to gold to stone to costume. So I try to have something for everybody at my show. This is phenomenal. I don't know if you guys are getting a wind of this, but look at this. All stone. Let me see if I can. So you have shell, mother of pearl in here. Okay. That's one strand. Then I'll just kind of do this out of the way. Then on this one, we've got smoky quartz. We have, what is that? Hematite. We have citrine and agate. Then we have labradorite, faceted labradorite, smoky quartz, bigger strands with freshwater pearl and black mother of pearl. Then we've got black onyx and sterling. And then this whole strand on its own is all labradorite. All together. all chunky monkey on a sterling silver clasp. Isn't this phenomenal? I love this. This is so pretty. I like that. Okay, and that is approximately about, probably on, it's about 18 inches. It's 19 and a half inches flat, but it's going to be shorter if you, especially if you put it on. Okay. All right. Did I miss anything else? The beer thing is awful. No, Frank, you know, I like my wine. I can do drink wine. And for those of you, okay, who don't know, I did disclose it in a couple sales. So for those of you who don't know, I mean, my thing has never been about pity or making you guys feel sorry to buy anything from me because of what's going on. But I did get my lab results from my doctor, and he said that I'm like borderline type 2 diabetic. So I had to change my diet. So I'm going to be eating, Joe and I, and my son also lives, one of my sons live here, and we're going to be changing our diet. So tonight I had salmon and spinach and things like that. For me, it's about, I do like sodas, and I do like, I guess both of us like, I had to say, like chips and stuff like that. So we're going to kind of like limit that. I'm like, oh. So if you, that's what's going on. So, but look at this purse. This is a little old Victorian. It's actually very old. It's from the 1890s. And this is, you know, it does have a couple holes in it, but I rescued this. Also came from the estate sale. This is silver plate, but it does have the patent number down at the bottom. So for those of you who like something different and unique, this is, it's a, what they call Tam O'Shanter style coin purse. The patent date on this is March 25th, 1890. Okay. So that's, I believe this to be a Greek theme. But look at, these are all steel. All these little beads are steel, and they're all been embroidered onto this purse. So really, really cool. Sometimes, you know, I've seen one with like missing the whole bottom section. So anybody wants something like that? I have that here. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Good to see you. Yes, everyone's telling me yes. Thank you. You can do it. You can do it. It's just, to me, it's just when you see it on paper, you know, it's shocking a little bit, but you know I can do it, you know, and things have to be done, and so you just have to put it together, you know. And so that's what happened. Joe cleared out the refrigerator, and we're just starting over, but we'll figure it out. And I know I have all of you guys to support us along the way. So we you know, and I have already been getting some recipes, and people have been emailing me and giving me some information, which I appreciate that very much. Okay. All right. This is a Renoir. Found this at the little church shop. And if you guys don't know, mixed metals are going to be in for 2026. So copper is the new, with every prices of silver and gold, some people are switching to copper. And this is actually from somebody, it said online that this is a book piece from Renoir. If it's in the book, I don't have the book, but maybe one of you can tell me whether or not this is called, the name of this design is called Leaf Song. So Leaf Song by Renoir. So it's a brooch. Hi, Francis. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everybody. If you haven't hit the thumbs up on the way in, just for wonderful thing, just please do so. I'm surprised that all of you guys are still awake. Like some of you are past 12:30 in the morning. So I appreciate you guys being here so much. I usually try to do this in the early afternoon, but I was at a lot of people's sales today, as long as trying to get these things prepped for today. So I was kind of along the way trying to, you know, get things rocking and rolling. So that's why I'm on here so late. And again, anybody who has a blue wrench, you can share your channel. I have no problem with that anytime. And if those of you who know, I might not have everybody blue wrench. I think Lulu, I don't have, because I have your I don't have your other, you're not logged in under your show name. So I wouldn't, but anybody can share Lulu's channel. I'm cool with that. Then I found this charm bracelet. And I live in Florida, for those of you who don't know, and I just thought this was so adorable. Okay, I couldn't find a maker on it. Somebody said it possibly could be Kirk's Folly, but normally Kirk's Folly is going to have a hang tag or something going on. But look at it, it's got glass, and it's like a Florida theme to it. You have this is all glass, and you have the little sun and the moon. You've got the glass bead. You've got the more glass beads. You got look at this. Look at the little bikini. It's got the top and the bottom of the bikini, and then you've got what's this one? Another look at this glass bead, just unique. Sunshine with a little purse and sun lotion, like you're going to the beach. And then the flip flop. And then look at the suntan lotion. I thought this was so adorable. I mean, but it's for a longer, I guess it's 8 1/4. I guess you could shorten it if you needed it shortened because it looks like there's a couple rings here, but you probably can do that. But I just thought this was so cute. When I see stuff like this, I said, oh, somebody, I mean, I like things that are unique and different, like I'm sure most of you do. And I just thought that was so adorable. Okay. It's not Kirk's Folly. Okay. It's not Kirk's Folly. Okay, but cuteness factor aside, it had to come home with me. Okay. That's why I said I wasn't sure. I don't know. I just figured you guys know. And that's what I'm saying. Some of you guys know more than I do. I don't claim to know everything. And I try to be very honest and open with all of you about what I do know and what I don't know. If I don't know something, I'm the first to tell you I don't know it. If I do, I will try to give you my 2 cents. I do know what this is because this is up my alley. This is dendritic opal. So for all of the people, Jenny brings some stone, brings some this sterling clasp, graduated. This is dendritic opal. And look at, I'm gonna get this close. You it will have like these little, almost like tree-like inclusions. And it looks a little bit, and here's the other thing. Some people will tell me you don't need a presidium. This is one of those instances where I'm going to say a presidium will help you. Whether or not and I use a presidium as what I call, it's like using a map. Either you know how to use a map or you don't know how to use a map, right? It helps you guide. It tells you in a direction, okay? Then you start asking questions about stuff, right? Then you start, okay, where does this go? So when you put this on the presidium, this does not read. It does not give you a reading, which means that its reading of the gemstone that it is less than glass. If this was agate, this would go into quartz. This is not agate, this is opal. And it also has a lighter heft. Opal is a lightweight stone. So if this was agate, which I have another necklace after this, or jasper, it would be a heavier specific gravity. That's what we call weight. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So dendritic opal. Now you guys know a little bit of gemology today. This is late night to give you an education for me. Like here. Yes, and the thing is, the presidium is as good as learning how to use it. And so, as you guys know, it gives you a range. It's not just the stones that are listed on the presidium. There's other stones in that realm. So that's where you have to kind of know these things. And so when I was in school, we did not use a presidium for gemology school. I'll just be clear on that, okay? We use something called a refractometer. We use a polariscope. We use different things like that. We use a microscope. So presidium just is a shortcut way to kind of give you in that realm to know what you knew. If you need to do a deep dive into gemology testing, then we go in a whole different avenue. But for the most part, since I've been doing this for a long time, for those of you who don't know, I became a gemologist in 1994. And then I worked in the jewelry industry for 26 years. Okay. So I started when I was 18 years old, working in the jewelry store. I'm now I just turned 53. Okay. So do I claim to know everything? No. But I also will tell you, I probably know a little bit more than the average person, but I'm also thinking that if I can lend my assistance to any of you, I will be happy to help. And I'm always helpful as much as I can. Understand that if you send me a photograph, which I'm always saying will help you, I can help you at any time, but understand I don't have the piece in front of me, so I can't make 100% certainty what it is. However, if I can feel confident, I will tell you That's the way I roll. So anyway, thank you, full cuss. Am I missing everybody? Did I miss anybody coming in? All right, everybody's there. All right, here we go. So here we go. Now this is J. King. This is beautiful. Okay. This is different colors of jasper. Some of you, when you're looking at this, will say, wow, some of those colors look very similar to a lot of the jaspers I've seen or I've got from different people or vendors or things like that. Well, J. King likes to do that. He likes to take different colors sometimes in his creations and puts it into one piece. And that's what you've got going on here. Some of these could be actually quite like this one here. I'm having a mind block right now. Somebody's going to help me. The one from Australia. Why am I having a problem thinking right now? See, it's late night. Jenny, the brain sometimes doesn't work. But there's a jasper that comes from there. I'm not thinking of it right now. Mookite. Thank you. It takes me a second. Mookite. This would be like a mookite jasper. And then you've got these like more like a buttery jasper. But the point is that, this is J. King. You guys know his trademark with the little shepherd hook clasp and extender. And this is how it looks. It's got a little tumbled at the top and then goes down in some of these beads, more of a wheel to that. And beautiful necklace. So this is 20 inches and it can go with an extra 2.5. So nice, longer than standard. Normally his pieces sometimes are 18. But this one actually can go up to 22.5. So there you go. Hi, Farah J6T. I think you're new with me. If you haven't registered, anybody who's new here, please, if you're interested in anything, please send me your information to jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. So we have your information prior to the auction tomorrow at 2:00 Central. We like to have your information prior to that. My husband, Joe, if you're not familiar, he will help me with the auction as well, keep things in line. And again, these are just things that will be coming up tomorrow for the auction. And again, look at this. Okay, let's see if I can get this up. I love this necklace so much. Maybe I should show it on white, but look at the agates here. OMG. OMG. Now, I would not classify this as terminated agate. I would call this as almost like a gray agate because there are deep streaks in the gray. I don't see the tourmaline. Like a lot of times you'll see the black tourmaline inside clear agate. It just looks like a variation of shade, and I'll show you in a minute. Look at this. And what you're looking at the top, so it has a lobster claw, shepherd's hook clasp. And then look, they even put a sterling silver extender with another bead at the end of it. This is quality. I'm telling you guys, people, when you get things made or you see pieces of jewelry like this, take it apart. Like if you're just looking at the first time, like, wow, how did they put that together? And why would they put an extra bead? Because they feel like the back is just as pretty as the front. So if you were wearing a backless dress, this is a little piece of resistance that they're going to put at the end of the chain just to say, wow, keep your eye there. And then look at all this. And they put the glass rondelles here. And then all these faceted agates. And then it comes down to this beautiful Mabe pearl set in sterling silver. Here is the back. So each of the strands, like they're there, right? So I fell in love with this. And you can wear this casual, you can wear a dress. I just think that pearls are always classic, and the adjustability, you can have it there. So if you're interested in that, this will be coming up tomorrow. So, all right. If I'm missing what am I missing? I try Marzena. I try to give out my information, to everybody. And if anybody, I always say, I am not perfect. I am not trying to be egotistical. I am not trying to be anything that I'm not trying to be. If anything, I try to be friendly and I try to be very passionate about what I do. And just because I go to a lot of people's channels doesn't mean I'm trying to take the show away from anybody. I just want everybody to understand that I'm here to try to help everybody. And you'd be surprised. I've been doing this for almost now in YouTube land for in June, it will be 3 years. And you'd be surprised now when I go to people's like other shows, how much you guys have picked up, even the viewers. It was like, Jenny, you taught us about this. So now I know when I go out sourcing or I go to my little local thrift store, what to be looking for. Like I wouldn't have thought about this. Like this in particular, like this. This is beautiful. This is macrame sponge coral. And as you guys know, I've talked about this like a broken record, that this is something you should be on the lookout for because they are not harvesting coral at this time. Sponge coral, Mediterranean coral, abalone, conch shell, anything from the ocean. They're trying to save the environment. So, but you'd be surprised how many times I get an email, and it makes me so happy when I get emails from all of you to say, thank you, Jenny. Just like what Frank just told me about the cabana piece. I mean, those are things that I cannot put a price on. And I love that. It fills my heart and my soul. And that keeps me passionate about bringing things more to you guys. Are there other people in YouTube land that provide information as well? Of course there are. But I also think of it this way, that I just try to put the information out there and then also try to lead you guys to read more about it. If you're interested in it, read more about it. If you guys want to go eventually want to go to gem school, go to gem school. I went to GIA there and go. You can take home courses too. I'm not the spokesperson, but needless to say, you know, I love what I do, and I just think that it's wonderful. You know, I went into healthcare. So I mean, I kind of took a divergence from being in jewelry, and then I worked in healthcare and worked in the emergency room for 6 years till last year. So, but I love this. I love being here with all of you, and I love teaching and learning myself every day. So anyway, I'm going to get back on track. This is where Jenny goes off the rails late at night. Then I bought this. I mean, this is beautiful. Again, I bought this because this is coral. Yes, this is dyed. This is dyed coral. However, sterling silver bead, Balinese style, beautiful toggle. And if you were paying for Mediterranean coral, that would be a lot more expensive than something like this. But I bought this because look at the color. They did a really good job on this. Look at the polish and how this was done. The end of the day, it's beautiful. And with a little red t-shirt, white t-shirt, black t-shirt, you wear this out, you're ready to go. You can wear this all your Native American jewelry. It doesn't have to be a piece of jewelry, doesn't have to be a $10,000 diamond necklace. It can be something like this, and people still think you're well dressed. It's how you put the outfit together, right? How you make the whole situation is. If it makes you happy and red's your color, then this is perfect for you, you know? So that's why I try to have something for everybody at my channel. I'm trying to be accepting. I try to be loving. I try to be, thinking that if you guys were coming to my store, if I had actually a brick and mortar type of store, that's what I would do. So I'm just giving you a little heads up on how I believe. Let's see. Okay. Costume. Did I miss? I know I'm missing a lot of things here. I'm sorry. Yes, Sandra, and my military man is by my side. He is. He's very wonderful person that I have in my life, of course. And June will be married for 5 years, and I'm very happy. Bruce, I don't know if you're still here, if you went to bed, but he's probably going to recognize what this is, or maybe you guys might already know. This is Kenneth J. Lane. Beautiful glass necklace. Okay. Now I have it doubled up, but it is, sorry, let me unzoom the camera a little bit. What is this? This is 42 inches long. Kenneth J. Lane. Nice quality, beautiful quality. Look at the size of the beads. All these beads are glass. Even the pearls are glass, but nice weight. Mixed metals, 2026. So you got it all covered here, I mean, for color scheme. So, all right. I better come to my channel or else. I just said that to Leslie Stroh tonight. It was funny because she was like saying, I said, maybe I should like put, and Bruce says to me all the time, first, and he probably went to bed, but, you should make an app. Well, one thing I was at, I want to tell you this. Okay, so let me keep showing jewelry as I'm talking. This is a beautiful brand. If you guys are not, this is not on your map. This is actually a brand that's based out of Chicago. Marzana, you're being here. You might have you ever heard of Nakamol? Nakamol, Nakamol. Okay. I first came in contact with this brand not too long ago, probably like a year ago. If some of you guys remember, I had the statement pearl necklace and it was phenomenal. And they do really unique pieces. I just think, look at this. I mean, look at the glass, look at the AB. And then they're known a lot for these like kind of like toggles like on the leather. And it's just stunning. Stunning. The detail and the glass work, I mean, their quality of their product is just really, really nice. And so if you're not familiar with Nakamol, again, they do everything from glass to I've seen pearls, I've seen gemstones. So look that one up and you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, thank you, Frank. That makes me feel so good that you say that. The ABs were flowing with reflections. Let me see. How long have I been on? God, I'm on for an hour. I should not be doing this for you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. See, I talk too much. This is why Sundays are too short for me. I have 5 hours on Tuesday. All right. Zapata. This is glass, but it is sterling silver Zapata. I don't know if anybody's seen this before. It's one of their well-known pieces. Has the Zapata right there at the toggle. And this is nice and long. It's 35 inches with a 1.5 inch drop necklace Zapata. So I'll have that tomorrow. What else? I'm just going to give you a couple more things and I'm going to sign off. Let's see. Okay, I told you about the gold filled bracelets. I'll have some earrings. Let's see. Somebody was asking me for abalone earrings. I did find some abalone earrings this week. I didn't find if that's going to meet their bill, but I figured I'd show them if she's watching. Beautiful abalone sterling silver wires at the top. Really, really pretty. Okay. And then let's see. One more thing. Okay, and then the last, probably I'll show. Well, let's show you. Yeah, we'll see. Just thinking anything else that I might pull up your book real quick. I'll have other things tomorrow. I'm just trying to show you some big things. Did I miss anything? Okay. Tiger's eye. And this is what I'm talking about too. I'll color this in a second. When I picked this up, I didn't care. I didn't care what the metal was. I didn't care what it is. You just look at the stones. Look at the chatoyancy of this tiger's eye. Look at the polish. And then it comes down to this. And it's a little disc that spins. Now, this part down here is sterling. The rest of it is not. So again, do your due diligence. Did I look up here for a mark? Yes. Did I find one? No. But if you look down here, there's one. But then you have to go the extra mile and test everything. So just because it doesn't have sterling or whatever, some people say, well, it's not worth my time or whatever. My thing is, this is Mother Nature's beauty at its best. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's, and then us, we have the wonderful gift when you have a wonderful cutter and polisher to bring Mother Nature's beauty out. And I love that. I just, that's what gets me excited. Now people say, oh, it's tiger's eye, Jenny. Who cares? I'm like, when you see chatoyancy like that gets me excited. I'm sorry. But anyway. Anyway. Hi, sis. How are you? Yes, it's on. I'm up at midnight. Do you believe this? Can't believe it. All right. Now, for those of you who don't know, too, when I was in Detroit visiting my friend Leslie, I know she's here watching, probably when she's doing her invoicing, but we talked about Tahitian pearls. She had a strand of Tahitian, well, it was like I call it a dangle necklace. Okay. And we went over it and I was like, oh, that's a Tahitian pearl. And she's like, well, Jenny, you know about Tahitian pearls. I said, okay. So one thing, if you guys know what that is, that means that these are grown in Tahiti. And typically they are usually over 8 millimeters. This one here is 12.2. Now, again, here we go. I could not find a mark on this necklace. I tested it. It is not sterling. I believe it's not magnetic. So you can tell me if I can zoom in a little bit here and I'll show you the paper clip. Let's see if I can get this in here. I believe this to be either copper based or bronze with a plating on top. So you will not find a sterling mark on it because it's not sterling there. It's because when you scratch it, it comes out copper or a copper line on the slate. So if you want an actual Tahitian pearl and a look of probably a multi-$100, well, at this point, gold is the way it is, but if you want the look of a multi-$1,000 gold necklace with a Tahitian pearl, but you want the look of it for a fraction of the price, I'm going to have this tomorrow for you. But this is a genuine Tahitian pearl because I'm going to show you the mark. Look at the little dimples on it. I'll show you. You'll see the orient of the pearl. You'll see the little dimple there. And it has this, you see it. Let me see if I take it off the bus. Let's see it better with my hand. You'll see that. There you go. Now you can see it. See how it kind of comes like a drop? That's what Tahitian pearls. They almost look like a plop, like it's plopping. Does that make sense? Versus if it was like a potato. Yeah. So this will be here tomorrow. So if you can wear non-sterling pieces and you want the look of that on a nice, beautiful paperclip chain, this will be here tomorrow. All right. I've been on for an hour. I didn't want to probably be on here this long, but I mean, I want to show you everything. I'll have, what else? Is there anything else? You guys got to see the Victorian. That was my big reveal. I'll have other things tomorrow. If there's something, let me come back to the camera. Let's see. If I miss saying hello to anybody, I want to say hello because I'm doing this by myself. Late night in my comfy clothes. Sorry about my hair. But anyway, so yes, I have been up this morning for all of you since what? 9:30 this morning. I went to Doug at Vintage Cali this morning. He did his show. Then I graciously stopped over to Carrie's Ocean Breeze. You guys know who tagged her name is Ocean Breeze on chats. She had her first live in conjunction with Doug today. And then after that, I went to my sister's channel, T, and she had a sale. And then after that was Leslie. So I normally would do these probably live interactive things, but I try not to step on anybody's toes. I understand that. It's just the way I am because that tells you how much I care about all the other resellers as well. I just had to go out and get some new product yesterday, and because I felt I wasn't having enough for all of you. So today was the prepping day. So I was sitting here most of the day, and I was waiting till the end of the night to get on. So I do want to appreciate all you guys for being on here. I wanted to first also send congratulations to Tanya, my jewelry addiction. She became a grandma this morning, if you guys don't know. And I'm glad that the baby and Dylan and Bunny are healthy and happy, and everybody's good. Baby's healthy. So prayers to them. And let's see. Oh, and the other thing that Doug isn't here from Vintage Kelly, but he kind of came up with an idea. And what do you think about this? So he kind of came up with um, kind of like that you guys would submit questions to either him or myself or something, and we would do kind of like a side by side live sale. And he would ask me, now he would forward me the questions ahead of time. So if I had to research something, I would kind of get the answers for you. But to kind of do an interactive question and answer session. So that way, you guys have a question about gemology or gemstone or something, and whatever beat you want me to answer as much as I can, I will help you with that. And that way, it's kind of like a public forum situation, and we would have a chat, like like coffee table talk. How do you guys think about that? Anyways, well, if you like that idea, go to Doug at Vintage Cali and his channel and submit questions, and then him and I will probably work it out. I don't know how we're going to do that, but that way, you guys, you can always ask me questions anytime. I'm not saying I have to wait to do a show like that to answer questions. If you've got a personal question or you want to show me something or a picture or something to help you, I know I hope it's okay. Now, for example, I'll let her know. She's in the chat right now. One of the ladies in here right now, she sent me a photograph this week. She says, Jenny, I want your idea. What do you think on this? And she pretty much knew. She's a smart lady, and she knew pretty much what those stones were and the piece she had, but she wanted to verify them with me. She wanted to know my thoughts on it. And I said, you got it right on. And so I was happy to help. But it's nice to have that you guys would like to have a second opinion on something. I'll give you my opinion, you know? So, hi, Lisa. I didn't say hi to you. Hi, Becky. I didn't say hi to all of you. Those of you who are here, thank you so much. If you haven't get a thumbs up on the way in, still got 27 you all here, and it's already past, well, it's just about to hit the midnight hour for me. So, again, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. So that will be, for those of you who live on the Pacific Coast, that will be at noon, or 3 p.m. Eastern time. I will be on for 3 hours tomorrow. So how this works at my channel is a little bit different than maybe some others you might go to. The things you saw tonight will have to go at my show. These are all new pieces. They will go up on the auction block first. Okay. And so it's presented to everyone. If you cannot, and that's something I also explain. If you cannot physically be here tomorrow, if you've got other obligations or whatever's going on, you can send me an email, which I don't know if you guys have yet. If anybody's sent me any emails about starting bids and things, you can send me an email to jensgemsfinds@gmail.com and let me know what piece you're interested in. I will give you the starting bid on the piece. And if you cannot physically be here, I will accept a high bid for that piece if you cannot be here. So let's take hypothetically, let's say I'm showing a piece and it's going to start at $50. I will let you know the piece will start at $50. And if you want to leave me a high bid of 90, 95, I will have it down for when we present the item. I will let everybody know in the chat that I have a silent bidder for this item, and I will take your bid and basically bid like you would be in the live chat. Okay. Also recognize that at my show, I do have people watching that are not talking in the chat with all of you at the same time. They're watching and they're contacting my husband via the email at the same time as the show is going on. So for example, if I pass on an item and you'll say, well, Jenny, I didn't see it. I went to your replay and I didn't see it get sold. Well, don't be surprised that somebody is claiming it behind the scenes, because as the rule goes, and once an item is passed, you can send an email offline. Some people don't like to know everybody. I'm here to basically make everybody happy. So either you want to do it in a public forum, great. If you don't, you can send me an email. If it's passed, it's first come, first serve. That's how I do it. Very easy, very simple. I haven't had any problems with it. And that's how I roll. So, and I've actually had people actually thank me to do that because they want it. They like their privacy, or they like to, for whatever reason, they want to prefer to do that. But it's up to you. I leave it up to you. I love having all of you guys here to chat. I love having the interaction, but I also respect all of your privacy as well. And so if you want that be done, I will be happy to do that. So that's how this works. So, but you have to be registered. I do giveaways at my show. I pay for the shipping and I give you the free gift. So I will do giveaways on my shows. I will send you the free gift, but I have to have your information in order to send it. Unfortunately, I only send in the continental United States. Nothing against all my international people, but I don't ship outside the United States at this time. So please understand, I love having you here. I love sharing the information with all of you. But understand that's how I do it. I think that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions or concerns, you can always send me an email to, again, to jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. And okay, Francis, sure. So Francis was the lady. There you go. So I didn't want to tell you if I wasn't sure you wanted me to share your name, but Francis was the one who sent me the email. So again, so she just reached out. She's like, I just want to verify, and she knew pretty much what it was, and so I was happy to help. So did she find diamonds? No, she didn't find diamonds. However, Frank, you didn't come to Leslie's show tonight. And Leslie, I know she's probably invoicing. She's going to have me on in the background. But when she showed a ring today, I found diamonds for Leslie. I wasn't in Detroit when she had that ring. I was here. And I looked at the screen and I said, you want to check that ring? And needless to say, she was very happy the fact I told her it was diamonds. And needless to say, everybody else was happy to know that she had a diamond ring as well. So it does happen, and for what it's worth. So it is what it is, again, but I try my best. So it's easier, of course, if I have the piece here, but I will do my best based on pictures. But I will give you my educated, trained guess. Again, I'm not filling out. I don't do appraisals via picture. What I can tell you is I give you an estimate or saying this is what I think it is. I have to literally physically see the piece in order for me to do any type of appraisal work like that. I just don't do it like that because I have to physically do it. But I can give you my educated guess. What I can see, again, based on my many years of experience, that's all I can say. Let go blows your diamonds, right, Frank? That's right. So does anybody have any questions? If anything, then I'm going to sign off for the evening. It's 12 o'clock. I got to get to bed. My husband even thought that, Jenny, you need to get to bed early, but I knew that it wasn't going to happen because I do respect everybody in the community. And for those of you who don't know, that's all I do wish is that everybody just be kind and positive to one another. And if not, then fine, but just be friendly. Just be friendly and share love. Share love. That's what I'm saying. And so, anyway, I just love all of you. We couldn't do this without all of you. My husband and I couldn't do this with all of you. But I do think of each one of you as friends and family. And it truly means the world to me that I can bring happiness and beautiful jewelry to you. And also maybe my little weird sense of humor sometimes, but oh, that's right. So I want to say thank you guys for being up late with Jen. Actually, funny thing, who said that? She's not here tonight, but Martha, pretty fabulous thing. She says, Jenny, you're so generous with your time. She calls me Generous Jen. Some people call me Jen's Gem. Some people call me just Jen. They call me all these different names. So I've got all these nicknames for everybody. Or from people. So, but anyway, I love all of you, and we will see you tomorrow at 2 Central. Again, if you have any questions about anything I showed tonight, please reach out to me. I also encourage you to watch my previous videos and shorts and things like that. If there's anything you're seeing behind me or any of my previous videos that I have shown, those are things that are past, have already been shown. So you can claim them. Okay. I will give you the information on them if you're interested, and I can put them aside for you for invoicing until Wednesday. So if in case you saw something or you're on the fence about it, please let me know. And I'm always here to talk. So again, you guys have a wonderful evening, or now morning for some of you. And thank you all for being here. There's so many of you guys been here. I miss saying hi to probably a few people. But again, thank you. And we'll see you guys tomorrow in probably everybody's chat. Love you. Bye-bye. Have a good night.